the haunted chocolates. Xiao found the chocolate box on her doorstep one cold Valentine's evening, wrapped in red foil and tied with a black ribbon. No note, no sender, just a tag that read, "For you." She assumed it was a kind gesture from an admirer or a friend and brought it inside. As the night wore on, curiosity got the better of her. She unwrapped the box, revealing 12 intricately designed chocolates, each glistening as though freshly made. She popped one into her mouth. The flavour was rich, darker than she expected, with a bitter undertone that lingered on her tongue. Within minutes, her head began to spin, and her eyelids grew heavy. Unable to resist, she stumbled to her bed and collapsed. The nightmares began almost immediately. She was standing in a dimly lit room, its walls lined with mirrors that reflected grotesque versions of herself. Twisted limbs, hollow eyes, and wide, unnatural grins. The air was thick with the sound of faint whispers, growing louder and louder until she could make out the words, "You shouldn't have eaten it." The mirrors shattered, and Xiao found herself in her kitchen. But it wasn't quite right. The walls were streaked with something dark and sticky, and the chocolate box was on the counter, empty. Behind her, a shadowy figure loomed, its elongated fingers reaching for her. As it touched her shoulder, she woke up gasping, drenched in sweat. The clock read 3 a.m. She staggered to the bathroom, splashing water on her face, trying to shake the lingering terror. But as she looked up at the mirror, she froze. Her reflection wasn't her own. It was the distorted version from her dream, grinning back at her. Panicking, she ran to the kitchen, only to find the chocolate box sitting on the counter, just as in her nightmare. The ribbon was retied, and the box was full again. A note now sat beside it. "Take one more." Unable to resist the compulsion, Xiao ate another chocolate. This time, the nightmare was worse. She saw herself walking through the streets of her town, but no one noticed her. She called out, screamed for help, but the people walked past as if she didn't exist. She turned a corner and saw her own body lying lifeless in the alley, a bloodied chocolate box clutched in her hand. When she woke again, the realization hit her. The chocolates didn't just cause nightmares, they were showing her the truth. She wasn't alive. She died the night before on an accident, when she went out to buy chocolates. Xiao looked at the box one last time as the whispers returned. "Deliver it. It's your turn now." With trembling hands, she tied the ribbon and stepped outside. She walked and walked until she came across the next victim and placed the box on their doorstep.